Hey guys, it's Kate and today I am going to be doing a House of CV haul. This is going to be all lace dresses. So the first dress I'm going to be talking about is called Belle. It's a long laced off the shoulder bodycon dress and I got this in a size extra small. This does run a bit tight, so if you are in between sizes or have a bigger chest, I would size up. And because the upper half is so restricting, it was a bit difficult to zip up on my own. There is a mesh underlayer on the body of this dress, so it looks like your skin is poking through. This dress also has boning in the back, and because it's so tight, it also feels like that boning is kind of hitting into the back of your butt or your lower waist. There's also strings attached to the front, but it doesn't affect the size of the bust at all. This dress also doesn't have any padding or underwire cups. I'm not wearing a bra and you can't see anything, so you don't need a bra with this. And it's not sheer at all. I am 5'4" and this drags on the floor quite a bit. And although this has a train, I didn't find it overwhelming for this dress design.
The upper half and sleeves don't have much stretch, so I can see people ripping this trying to put this on. You definitely will need help trying to get this on. In fact, taking this off and then zipping it up afterwards, I ripped the dress because the fabric of the dress got caught into the zipper. So just be careful when putting this on and off.
It also has floral lace trimming around the bust, bottom, and sleeves of the dress, though I don't think it will hold up for too many wears. I've had this dress on for about 10 minutes on the carpet and the ends are already starting to look scraggly. This does have a little bit of leg room, so if you do take bigger strides, you'll be fine in this dress. I also got this in a shorter version called Sadie. It's an extra small, and this was definitely easier to get on alone than Belle was. Although even the shorter version of this dress is tough to get on. That being said, everything that I said about Belle applies to this. This is true to size. If you are in between sizes or have a bigger bust, size up. If you have broader shoulders, this dress might not be for you because there is no stretch at all, especially around the bust area. The seams that are showing are neat. And I found that in the shorter version of this dress, it tends to ride up more than Belle does around my waist. The inside of this dress is the same, no padding, as well as boning only in the back of the dress. There is no tummy control or anything to suck you in. And the boning on the inside kind of curves around my butt, so it doesn't feel like it's actually stabbing me in my back. I've tried this dress on maybe 3 times, and the stitching that connects the mesh to the dress came loose. The hook and eye that connects the dress together, the stitching around that area was loosely stitched and the hook is now rotated and wobbling. Not only that, but the stitching around the zipper is uneven. The stitching around the zipper on the other side is coming undone. The zipper itself is lifting. I am an extra small and my butt is not that big. In order to zip this up, I have to hold the zipper down and pull the zip up. So just be careful when you try on this dress because it will snag. Just lay the 2 edges flat so that the zipper doesn't get caught in it and hold the zip down so that, this doesn't happen to you. The zipper kept getting caught. I got several pulls in my dress even before I even got to wear it out. If you also look on the inside of this dress, it is sloppy. The fabric kind of resembles, it kind of resembles like toilet paper, but I like it. It's like a delicate kind of ruffled. There's also limited movement. I don't think I would buy this again for full price, but if it was on sale, maybe. The next dress I'm going to be talking about is called Deliliah. I also got this in an extra small. This is more of an off-white ivory dress. It's form-fitting bodycon dress that flares out below my knees. I am 5'4". The sleeves on this dress are not up. Every time I pulled it up, I could hear the sound of tearing and ripping, so that's why they are not up right now. There's nothing on the sleeves that can grip to your skin. There's also a tie on this dress. It's just for aesthetics. You can't actually tighten it, and the cups are slightly loose on me, and I got this in an extra small. It's slightly big, but I am small chested, so if you have like a C, it might fill out perfectly, but mine, it was just a little bit loose around that area. If you are in between sizes, I would say size up if you do have a bigger bust though. There's a seam that runs right below my ribcage above my waist. That's not restricting, but the boning stops right above that seam. The boning is both on the front and the back of this dress, and it has underwire cups but no padding, and it is not see-through. Though around the cups, you might be able to see ever so slightly, so I'll just cover there. Now the inside shoulder of this dress is stretchy, but the sleeve itself has no stretch at all. This is Belle's sleeves compared to Deliliah, and it is slightly smaller with no stretch. So if you do have bigger arms, I don't recommend this for you. I also see people with this dress on and it fits perfectly, but I hear tearing every single time I try to put it on. If I was to actually constantly pull it up, it might rip underneath the armpit. I don't mind the trim on this dress, and it has a decent amount of walking room, but I can take wide strides, though I do find myself tripping over this dress a bit. But I also got this in a shorter version called Analissa, and I got this in every single color and size extra small. The red version is the tall length. I separated this dress into 3 separate tiers. There's the bust area, the torso area, which is unnecessarily long. It looks really long if you have a short torso especially, and the skirt, which I feel like hits a little bit lower than it should. Skirt portion that I'm talking about hits right at my hip. I do believe if you have longer legs or are taller or your proportions were different, that this would look a lot better on you. Maybe if the bottom of the dress was a bit higher up, it would be more flattering. There are seams on the side of the dress that break into separate sections at my waist and again at my hip area, but because I have hip dips, the seams, I find that it tends to accentuate that area for me. So instead of looking curvy and flaring out, it kind of makes me go in and then go out. So if you have a boxier shape, I wouldn't recommend this. There's also a seam that runs across the chest area, so if you aren't wearing a bra or have a larger chest, it might look like it's cutting into you. Lining and sewing is the same method as it is on Deliliah. It's sewn into several sections and then connected partway up. There's no adjustable cups. It's true to size, but it is stretchy, so if you are in between sizes, you'll be fine with getting the smaller size. I was first in love with this dress, but now that I've had it for a while, I think the fittings are just a bit odd. I found that as long as the hook and eye in the back is closed, it fits me perfectly. As I move around, the sleeves don't stay up as well, so they tend to fall down with movement. Underwire cups, no padding, and it is slightly sheer. And even in the white, you can't really see through it. I just wouldn't risk it around the cup area. The mesh underneath is double lined and sewn together. It's stitched midway down your arm, and I find that that area can be a bit tight, and then the sleeves flare out. The shoulders on this does stay up better than it does on the Deliliah dress. They are easier to get up. And I don't reach for this as often, so I wouldn't buy this dress again. In certain colors of this dress, it's ever so slightly see-through, but the only part of your body that is actually visible is the arm area. It's a little snug around the forearm, but it isn't too crazy. The back of this dress also bulges up above my butt. In order to prevent that, I think if you have a smaller butt, it might not do that as much when you walk around or move. Any sort of movement I end up doing, I always find that it bulges in the back no matter what. Even when I pull it down and try to flatten it out, it still does it. The final dress I am going to be talking about is called Artemis. It is a lace corset dress, and I also got this in a size extra small. This dress is true to size, but if you have a bigger bust or if you're in between sizes, I would size up. It is stretchy and has a lace corset in the back, so if you need to tighten it more, you can always tighten it if you're unsure. The material is very delicate and slightly sheer, so be mindful of the garments that you wear underneath. I got runs in this dress before I even got to wear it. Right as I took it out of the package, it kind of just snagged. And the strings that lace up the back of the corset, they will also get attached to this dress. So I would just be mindful of that and just make sure it's tied up and the dress isn't tearing itself. And I also got this dress in the black version. This dress is form-fitting. It kind of hugs you and then flares out. This makes your butt look so good though. There is a zipper down the side, adjustable straps. The bottom kind of reminds me of a curtain. I don't think this dress will hold up, only because the strings attached to it, it will ruin the dress. So I'm wearing orange bottoms underneath this dress, as I was with the rest of the dresses, which you can obviously see. This also comes with a shrug, but it runs small. I already ripped it just trying it on, so it is very delicate. There's also boning on the inside of the dress, Belle's boning kind of tends to curve it, so it's away from your butt, so it's not poking you so much in the back, but Artemis, it definitely pokes you more in the back, though I do have a shorter torso. Out of all the longer versions of these dresses, I think Belle was the least sheer, and then it was Deliliah, and then Artemis, because this, you can see through this. The lace trim and floral design are also different from the ivory version versus the black version of this dress. There is a single line mesh underneath, and you can't really see through the black one, but you can definitely see through the ivory one. If I was to buy this dress again, it would be in the black version. The length of this dress, it's not too long. They could fix the strings somehow so that the strings aren't ripping the dress. That would be perfect. Also, it can get kind of tight if you do have a bigger bust, or if you are wearing this with a bra, you might find it difficult to zip up. So I would loosen the corset all the way if you didn't size up. And that is all. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you are still here and you have survived, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you want. Thank you so much.